Inaalagaan mo ba ang empleyado mo pero umaalis pa rin? Ito yung hindi mo napapansin. In this video, you're going to discover how to attract employees that care for the company more than you. I'm Fibo Lim and I run a marketing firm that has generated 13 billion in client sales over the last decade. At ngayon, I'm going to share an exclusive recorded clip from one of my workshops. The last time I held this exact training, I charged thousands. Pero ngayon, I'm gonna share this to you for free. I will reveal how to generate consistent and predictable sales by mastering the next step of business, people, and how to attract employees that care for the company more than you. Enjoy. So, in here, I will share with you how you can attract employees that care for the company more than you. How many of you would want your employees to care for the company more than you? Type number 2 in the chat if you want that. Okay, sige. So again, we're gonna treat this like a buffet, no? Na we're gonna just spit out as much and just it's up to you what you're gonna execute in your business. Fair? Okay. So, these are the things that we'll be discussing. Extravagant vision, circle of abundance, personal aspiration, family versus sports team culture, reward and penalty system. Okay. So, let's start first with extravagant vision. Now, the only way to attract employees that is better than you is to have a vision that is so big. In fact, I'm showing you these names because what is the similarity of these people? No? Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and so on. No? Ano ba yung vision ni Elon Musk? Sige nga, pa-type mo sa chat. Ano yung vision ni Elon Musk? Okay. Alam niyo, sino ba may idea? Hindi kailangan yung vision statement Like, ano ba yung gusto niyong ma-achieve? Okay? To go to the Mars. Just imagine, no? How many of you here would agree that that is an extravagant vision? Right? It's crazy. Like, even me, parang to go to the Mars. And because the vision is so big, it attracts the best people. Okay? If you look at Jeff Bezos, nung nagsisimula pa lang siya, yung goal niya is, hindi na mag-order yung tao sa labas. Kumaga, online na lahat mag-order ng tao. And right now, it's happening. Pero at that time, 20 years ago, it was nearly impossible. Diba? But the vision was so big na it attracts very good people. Another, Mark Zuckerberg. Diba? Nag-mention siya about ang tawag dun? Parang, we're not gonna be using our phones na. We're just gonna be using the Ray-Ban eyeglasses na lang to communicate, to do the computer, to do everything. And what he did sa speech niya, sabi niya, hindi po namin kaya, kami lang. So we need to attract talent who can help us achieve this. And guys, okay, I want to share you with you a quote na just like rivers aim for the ocean. Diba? Because rivers, saan ba sila papunta? Sa ocean. A players always aim for big goals, wanting to be part of something special. So the first step to attract A players to your company is by having an extravagant vision. And that is the reason why, kahit nagsisimula ka pa lang, you wanna, kasi the most boring part of companies is like to be the number one, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's not extravagant. No? But if, just imagine sa akin, yung goal ko, yung vision ko is, no business left to fail. So just imagine, dapat walang negosyong malugi. So, it's hard to do. Diba? It's a vision that even in my lifetime, hindi ko possible magawa yan. Diba? So that's the first step, no? Having an extravagant vision. Can everybody type the word vision in the chat, please? Can you type vision in the chat? Okay, thank you. Next, I want to discuss what you call the circle of abundance. Okay? So ito, favorite topic ko to. When I discuss this sa team, the team's attitude, the team's work ethics started to change. Ito, prangkahan na lang tayo ha. Ano po yung reason bakit yung empleyado is nagtatrabaho? Sige nga, pa-comment sa chat. Ano yung reason bakit yung empleyado is nagtatrabaho? Okay? Yung reason lang naman is para to achieve their own goals. Yes or no? Yes? They do not work for a job to help the business owner achieve their goals. It's for them to achieve their own goals. Right? However, when we start sharing this to our team, which is the circle of abundance, which I also suggest na you also share this, everything change. Ganito kasi yun. We have a culture na what we call the win-win-win business. Okay? Where the customers win, the business owners win, and the employees win. The problem is, the mindset of the business owner is, how can I get the most out of my employees while paying them less? True or true? Diba? How can I get as much work from my employees while paying them less? Yung mindset naman ng employees is, how can I get the most out pay? Okay? Pinakamalaking pay with the least work. True or true? So just imagine if that is the mindset of the business owner, and just imagine if that is the mindset of the employees. Chaos. Everybody's selfish. And probably that's the reason why your employees do not care about your business. Because their mindset is, how can I get the most pay with the least work? And that is also your mindset. How can I pay the least and get the most work? Sino ba nakarelate nito? Can you type number 1 in the chat if nakarelate kayo? Okay, thank you, thank you. So, yung culture na in-instill namin is kailangan win-win-win. Customers win, business owners win, employees win. Ngayon, let's ask ourselves, what is the definition of win? How does the customers win? Okay, take notes. First is, well, this is the only definition. Value for money. If they paid 1,000, they got 2,000 worth of value, it's a win for the customers. Mas malaki yung value na nakuha nila kaysa sa price na binigay na. That's it. Okay? Ngayon, next tayo.
By the way, kung negosyante ka pero pakiramdam mo ikaw pa rin gumagawa ng lahat at gusto mo magkaroon ng system that works even without you, join me in my upcoming scaling workshop kung saan I will reveal how to build a system that brings in high-paying clients without relying on referrals. At dahil subscriber kita, I'm giving you a free ticket to join this event. To claim it, click the link in the description or go to fibolim.com/scale.
Business owners. How do you make the business owners win? Number 1, time freedom. Okay? Sino ba dito, you would agree na if ikaw yung business owner, and I'm sure business owners kayo dito, it is a win for you if you have time freedom. Yes? Okay. Next. Yan ako nga to. Spotlight. Ayan. Next is financial freedom. Would you agree na it is a win for you if you have financial freedom? Yes or no? So that's the only two things, no? If you have time freedom and you have financial freedom, would you agree na you are the happiest business owner in the world? Yes or no? So the only way to have time freedom and financial freedom all together is to generate consistent and predictable sales, duplicate yourself, and scale the company even without you. Kumbaga, dapat wala kayo sa negosyo. Okay? Kasi pag nasa negosyo kayo, wala kayong time freedom. Possible may financial freedom kayo. And pag hindi predictable yung acquisition nyo, wala kayong financial freedom. Okay? Ngayon, what is naman the definition of a win for the employees? Are you ready? Huh? Okay, number 1 is financial growth. Would you agree, all employees gusto tumataas yung sweldo nila, tumataas yung financial pay nila, yes or no? Okay? Second, Pero ito. How many of you here would agree na kahit malaking sweldo yung binigay mo, umaalis pa rin? It is because it is not the only reason why people stay. Okay? Because another is what you call personal growth. Possible kasi malaking sweldo niya pero hindi siya nag-grow personally. Okay? Kaya importante na merong mga trainings sa kumpanya nyo. Kung di mo kaya mag-train, hire trainers to train your team members. No? So, it's also possible na mataas yung sweldo niya, nag-grow naman sa company, pero umaalis pa rin. It's because meron pang pangatlo. And that is what you call happiness and fulfillment. Okay? There's a possibility kasi nagtatrabaho ka sa isang malaking kumpanya, no? Nag-grow ka naman, malaking sweldo mo, kaya lang medyo hindi ka masaya sa trabaho mo. Aalis ka pa din. Pero pag matatamaan mo tong tatlo, financial growth, personal growth, happiness and fulfillment, game over, magsistay yan sa kumpanya mo. How many of you here would agree? Type number 5 in the chat. Okay? Learning ba so far? Learning? So, why do I call this the circle of abundance? It's because of this. Your role as a business owner is not to take care of the customers. I'm gonna say that again. Your role as the business owner is not to take care of the customers. Now, who should you take care of? Your team members. Okay? Your role as a business owner is to take care of your employees, to take care of your team members. Now, the role of your employees is to take care of your customers. Okay? So, hindi po pwede na ikaw po nagtitake care sa customers mo. Kasi pag aabot ng 10,000 yung customers mo, hindi mo kaya ni-take care. Only your team members can take care of your customers. That's why you have to take care of your team members. Yeah, circle of abundance siya. The business owners take care of your employees. The employees take care of the customers. And the customers gets taken care of. The customers buys your product and reorders again and babalik siya sa business owner. Kikita yung business. Okay? Following so far? Ngayon. Okay? Ngayon, pag ipapa-mindset mo sa employees mo, ganito. The mindset is this. Employees, since I want you to stay, kailangan bibigyan kita ng financial growth, personal growth, and happiness and fulfillment. Okay? Dito tayo sa una, financial growth. How can you make your employees grow financially? Okay? It's because of this. This is how you do it. Employees, take care of the customers so that the customers will order more. And if the customers will order more, we will make more profit. And if we make more profit, the business owner will share that profit to the employees. Okay? It can either be through a profit share, through a bonus, or, okay, if may quota na kailangan mahit yung quota, mabibigay ka ng bonus, or through a salary increase. And later on, we will be sharing with you, hindi ko pala na-share kanina yung pero meron kasi kaming process sa salary increase. Okay? So ito, summarize ko na lang, kasi parang isang araw tong training na to. How we do a salary increase is the employees decide how much compensation they want. Okay? Just imagine that. The employees decide how much compensation they want. Okay? And you went, talaga? What if sasabihin niya 100,000? Okay, may pangalawa pa. May question kasi doon, hindi ko na-share kanina, pero due to the lack of time, pero may question kasi doon. What do you, question? Parang some sort of, what do you need to do to deserve that compensation? Yan. So now, the employees will say, okay, I want 100,000. Okay, babalik ako. Ano ba yung kailangan na gawin mo as a team member para ma-deserve mo yun? Okay? So, if sasabihin na lang, as example, tagalinis ka lang, tapos sasabihin mo 100,000 yung 100,000 yung gusto mong sweldo. Siyempre tatanungin, okay, I understand na you want 100,000 dito kayo para podcast tayo. I understand na you want 100,000. Pero what do you need to do para deserve mo? Kasi hindi mo deserve na tagalinis ka lang 100,000. Example, sige. Ano yung pwedeng ano?
So that
Ito na lang para hindi masyadong mataas yung gap. Sweldo mo ngayon, sabihin natin 10,000, okay? And gusto mong kumita ng 20,000 next year, right? So, the question is,
sweeper.
tagalinis ka lang, no? What do you need to do to deserve that compensation?
Gusto ko pong i-try maging sales closer or
Maging
gusto kong mag-change ng posisyon.
change ng
I want
role,
to-
okay?
Gusto kong mag-close ng sale kasi I heard na there's a commission, so in that way I can achieve my desired salary.
Okay, got it. And sa akin, okay, are you willing, ito pala, what information, education, do you need para magawa mo yung role na yan? Let's say yung sa sales closer, what?
Yeah, first product knowledge,
Hmm.
training on how to close sales,
Okay.
yun.
Okay. So, yung gagawin mas business owner, ibigay mo yung hinihingi niya. Okay? So, ito yung tanong ko guys, no? What if yung tagalinis, gusto niya kumita ng 20,000, sabi niya, gusto niya lumipat ng role para mas tumaas yung sweldo niya. Guys, if assuming na nakaka-close siya naman ng sales, sabihin natin na dumagdag siya ng company ng additional 100,000 in profit. Okay? Deserve ba na yung 20,000 na sweldo from 10,000 to 20,000, yes or no? Kung dumagdag siya ng 100,000 profit sa kumpanya, yes or no? Yes. Diba? So, eto maganda. Siya nagsabi. Siya nagsabi magkano gusto niya kitain. Siya nagsabi ano yung kailangan niya para ma-hit yun. Siya nagsabi ano yung education, ano yung kailangan niyang i-learn. Hindi ako nagsabi, nagtanong lang ako. Yes or no? Isa yun sa process namin isa yun sa mga process namin. Pero but that's the point. Okay? So you ask them, how much do you wanna make? Sige, tulungan kitang i-achieve yan. Pero what do you need to do to deserve that? Okay, learning ba? Learning ba so far?
Yes.
Oh. Sige, move on na tayo ha, para ano ha. Okay. Actually, ito no, I did this sa team training. May mga case study. Isang araw to guys. Isang araw. Itong framework lang. Okay, I call this the circle of abundance kasi yun, yung sinabi ko na take care of the employees take care of the customers take care of the business. Oh, di ba? Ganda, no? Okay, ito pala yung personal aspiration, pero wala na kasing time. Yun na yung summary.
Ayan.
Okay, so ito, sports team culture.
So, dito sa company, we are implementing sports team culture. Kasi 'di ba kadalasan yung mga ibang companies or I don't know with you, ano ba yung trato nyo sa bawat team members? Is it family? 'Di ba tinatawag nyo yung ka-team members nyo or yung empleyado nyo na pamilya tayo dito? Ilan ba yung ganon?
Oh, tsaka wait, one sec. I'd like to credit my friend Jason Ferrer because we learned it from him.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead.
Sige, ilan ba dito yung ganon na pamilya tayo dito sa company?
Yeah,
Type-
so
Yan.
type
Ayan.
1. Type
Type 1. Type C na lang.
Okay. So kumbaga, parang what happens is sometimes kasi it starts with the owner, no? So parang, oy, family tayo, sama-sama tayo. Okay.
Mhm.
Ito yung problem. Okay, what if pabagsak yung kumpanya, sama-sama pa rin ba kayo? Okay, okay lang yung empleyado mo kasi binabayaran mo sila every month, wala silang risk. Ikaw, okay lang ba sa'yo? Okay,
Yeah.
another scenario.
So what's happening kasi pag family culture is yun, 'di ba, nagtatakpanan, unlimited chances and mahirap mag-let go. So yun yung ginagawa natin sa kapamilya natin, sa kapatid natin, which is na-adapt din natin siya sa company, no? Like if example, yung ka-team member mo, close mo na siya and may nagawa siyang mali, pagtatakpan mo siya para hindi siya ma-fire. So which is yun yung pangit, no? Pag family culture. So
One sec. Would you like that ba na culture? Na nagkakamali po yung isa empleyado nyo and since yung empleyado nyo, nag-support sila sa isa't isa, tinatakpan nila yung isa't isa para hindi mo malaman on what's wrong sa business. Because pamilya nga sila, sama-sama sila. Ito yung malupit sa sama-sama, no? If a-fire mo yung isa, aalis lahat. Sino ba nag-experience ng ganun? No? If a-fire mo yung isa, aalis lahat kasi sama-sama sila eh. Okay? So that's the problem. And ito prangkahan lang guys. I like the family culture, pero guys, may pamilya na po kayo. Huwag na kayong bumuo ng ibang family culture. Okay? Sige, may family culture na kayo. Okay? Sa sarili nyong pamilya, enough na yun. Kayo magsama-sama. Huwag nyo idama yung team nyo. Because, ano ba yung goal ng isang negosyo? Sige nga, pa-type ng answer in the chat. What's the goal of every single business? Okay? What's the goal? Come on, come on. Okay? That's it. It's to make a profit.
Yeah.
Okay? Hindi po para tumulong and tsaka
Yeah.
magsama-sama po
Hindi
tayong lahat,
charity.
no? So, guys, it starts sa inyo. And ipa-mindset nyo sa employees nyo na we are a sport, discuss natin but hindi po tayo pamilya. Okay? We are not a family. And yun, sige, sige.
Yeah, so yung sa family culture, may i-add ka ba?
All good.
Yeah. Yung sa sports team naman, simple lang. So if yung team member na yan is always consecutive weeks or let's say months na hindi nagpe-perform and binibigay mo na lahat ng trainings, baka it's time to let go of that team member. Kasi 'di ba for example sa basketball team, pag palagi kang bangko, ano yung ginagawa sa iyo? Syempre kino-coach ka. Pero kapag palagi ka pa ring bangko sa ilang games niyo, ano ba yung ginagawa? Tinatanggal ka. But ma-hurt ka ba? Siguro, but mas mafe-feel mo yung hiya because you are part of team members na high performing and then ikaw hindi ka nagpe-perform. Siguro yung mangyayari doon is ikaw na lang yung aalis kasi ikaw yung kumbaga nagpapabigat sa team. So yun yung gusto naming i-implement no sa company namin, the sports team culture, which is what we are implementing na talaga.
Sige, ano ba yung goal ng isang sports team? Sige nga, pa-type in the chat. What's the goal of the sports team? Exactly, to win. Ito yung tanong. Let's say, meron kayong Lakers kayo, okay? Or whatever refer, Lakers kayo. Tapos may isa dun na hindi qualified. Okay? Ano yung gagawin nyo? Okay? May isa dun na hindi qualified. Ano yung gawin nyo? Sports team kayo mismo. Okay, hindi na kailangan yung coach yung magtanggal.
Yeah.
Kumbaga, kayo na magsama-sama kayo para tanggalin siya kasi hindi siya qualified, kasi hindi siya nakakatulong para manalo kayo. So in this case, yung ibig sabihin ng win in our business is to make a profit.
Mm-hmm.
The goal of every single person, even yung maglilinis, is to make a profit. Because bakit? Bakit ba, why are you hiring a helper? Why are you hiring a tagalinis? It's because para maganda yung work environment. Para maganda yung work environment, productive empleyado at magkaroon ng profit.
Correct.
So that means every single employee in your business, even if administrative lang siya, taga-encode lang siya, it's all to make a profit.
Yes.
Okay? And the goal is to have that mindset na isa po tayong sports team. And the goal is for us to win. Hindi po tayo family na magsama-sama tayo hanggang malugi yung kumpanya. Okay? Anything you'd like to add? Yun. Okay? Ito na tayo yung last, no? Reward and penalty system. So, I would like to share na meron, basahin ko na lang. Treat your team like your children. Okay, tanong ko guys, no? How do you treat your children ba? Kung nagkakamali sila, anong ginagawa niyo? Sige nga. Kung nagkakamali sila, anong ginagawa niyo? Okay? You impose some sort of a penalty or discipline. Tama? Okay. Okay lang pag isang beses, pwede mo pagsabihan. Pero what if inulit-ulit? You impose some sort of a discipline. Tama? What if naman may ginawa silang sobrang ganda? Yung above the ordinary, what do you do? Okay? Exactly. You reward them. So, my quote says, treat your team like your children, reward them when they do something extraordinary, impose penalty when they violate the standards. Ngayon, if they do the standards, what do you do? Okay? What do you do? Sabihin natin, normal yung ginawa nila, what do you do? What do you do? Normal yung ginawa nila. So, sabihin na natin na responsibility na maglinis tapos naglinis sila. Okay? So, sabi ni Michelle, acknowledge, pwede. But, at the end of the day, you don't have to do anything. Nothing. Okay? Now, bakit hindi nyo dapat kailangan i-praise? Kasi ganito, pag standard yan, praise ka ng praise, hindi na niya ma-appreciate yung praise mo. Kasi wag mong sabihin, araw-araw ka magpipraise. No? So, you only praise, you only reward when they do something extraordinary, when they do something that is above the standard. Para tumataas yung standard nila. Nagigets? Okay? Ito yung problem sa empleyado natin. Ginagawa natin sa anak natin, pero sa employees hindi natin ginagawa. Minsan, pinapagalitan natin pag nagkakamali, pero pag may magandang ginawa, walang paki yung business owner. Sino ba nakarelate dito? Kung hindi na lang ikaw, yung katabi mo na lang. Ha? So, what happens, another example, no? Is, what if pagkakamali yung employee mo? Sabihin natin, nalilate siya.
Mhm.
Okay? Tapos, pinapagalitan mo. Since after na pinagalitan mo, hindi na siya nagiging late. Okay? What do you do? Okay? What do you do? So, ito yung gagawin mo. You acknowledge and compliment yung ginawa niya. Ang tawag niyan is positive reinforcement. Ibig sabihin, pag nag-below siya sa ng standard, tapos bumalik siya sa standard, i-acknowledge mo. Kasi, nag-effort din siya para ibalik sa standard. Okay? The problem kasi sa atin, pinagalitan natin, tapos nung bumalik sa standard, edi wala tayong pake, edi bumalik ulit siya sa ano niya, kung saan siya galing. No? So it's all about a reward and penalty system. When they do something extraordinary, you reward them, and then when they do something that is below the standards, you impose a penalty. Example na lang sa sa company namin, we have a profit share. Okay?
Mhm.
Pero remember that the profit share is only achieved when they achieve the target. Okay? Why? Because why would you give a profit share if they're just doing the standard? You're rewarding them for something not extraordinary. But if they achieved a target, if they achieved something extraordinary, you reward. So in our case, we pay out a profit share to all our team members. Not to the point, there was a time na their profit share was more than their salary. Okay? So that is rewarding them. That's one of the example. Pero hindi naman kailangan financial Pwede naman through words,
Mm.
no? Through recognition, things like that, no? Now, in penalty, ikaw share.
Yeah.
Ano
So
ba
sa
yung-
penalty naman, I think every company naman siguro is merong code of conduct. So we have that. Nandun lahat ng sanctions. But we are also what we are doing right now is we are also letting the team member decide kung ano yung gusto niyang penalty. For example, palagi siyang nagkakamali. Alam naman nila what's in the code of conduct, but we also want them to decide ano yung gusto nilang penalty sa sarili nila. In that way, if magkakaroon pa sila ng mistake, since sila yung nagsabi ng penalty, sa atin hindi rin siya mabigat ibigay. So ganun yung ginagawa namin.